I am Rick Robinson, the man of 1,000 puns, and welcome B&B Universe to Caution Tape, a reaction show for glorious NXT action, only here on the B&B YouTube thread. If you hear anything outside, don't worry. Those are just my personal lawn groomers, making sure that the apartment complex that I live in is fantastic and wonderful and beautiful. We start off with tag team action. TM61 take on two of the wonderful cruiserweights that we have on the Cruiserweight Classic, only available on the WWE Network, so I'm not going to promo that at all. Tony Nese and Daivari. Really good match, quick, exciting. I didn't realize that TM61 were that huge. Like, they're big dudes. And this does a really good job of showcasing that with those cruiserweight guys. And the cruiserweight guys, like, because they're indie dudes, they've been running around forever, they know how to make stuff happen really well on the fly. Like, there are so many suicide dives. I'm wondering if it's like a cry for help or something. TM61 get the win. They deserve it. And here we go, on to something else. Asuka's backstage talking to Tom Phillips, puts over all these wonderful people that they have who are now on the main roster, and she says herself, it's like, nobody else is worth the time for me to have to fight, which would be big words for somebody else, but it's Asuka, and it's great because there's nobody else in that division who could come close right now. We'll see how that goes. Also, great note, not only did she just do a quick cutaway in purely Japanese to her fans back in Japan, because why not? You should. The cool part is later when Tom's like edging her about stuff. Tom is sitting there and he's trying to, talk about just like, oh, are there any other people who are good enough for you? Whatever. And Asuka just lays into him in Japanese, and it's beautiful. It's absolutely fantastic. I love it when a pro wrestler can use another language to, how do I want to say this? That they can use another language to display emotion without an English audience necessarily knowing what they're saying. And Asuka's phenomenal at it. Speaking of a women's division who isn't necessarily cut to hang with her, guess what? Ember Moon debuts in Full Sail, not at NXT, but in Full Sail, where they can say stuff, and she doesn't have her cool little eye contact thing, but it doesn't matter because she's still that much of a badass, and she goes against somebody named Leah Vaughn. I don't want to use harsh language, but I'm pretty sure Leah Vaughn's never going to wrestle again after that beat down, because that was embarrassing. One of the things I really appreciated about Leah Vaughn was, at one point, Ember Moon, you know how she does her, flip thing into the corner? Well, Leah goes, throws her into the corner and says, I can do flippy too, and then does literally the slowest cartwheel thing I've ever seen, and then continues to get destroyed, and it's beautiful. And I always appreciate good healing because, well, you have to have people who can make people angry, and she does a good job of that. Also, that top rope stunner, though, OMG! I have a quick aside with Steve Cutler before his match with Shinsuke Nakamura tonight, and he just, what a Shin sacrifice. It's like, buddy, I get that you were in the Marines for 4 years, and that's awesome, and I really appreciate you doing that, but, you don't know this dude, and you're already calling him nicknames? Nah. And so, in the main event, Joe's there on commentary, and he's just like, yeah, Shinsuke was a better guy, and I'm just like, that don't sound like you. That ain't the Joe I knew. But we'll see if this is something that's building up later, or if it's just him being coy. IDK, who knows? But he was super pissed off when Shinsuke Nakamura came out with the title that he was supposed to have. So, who knows? Steve Cutler, who looks like Ron Perlman, served in the Marines for 4 years, which is way more badass than I'm ever going to be, also decided to step into a professional wrestling ring, which is cool. The only downside is he stepped into a ring with Shinsuke Nakamura, and Nakamura destroyed him. He didn't help the back of his tights, which I believe are supposed to spell out Cutler, but either the linen's wrong or something is off, because it either looks like a baby poop stain or that somebody like shear cut his name out onto the back of his tights, and it just looks bad. Not at all fan. Anywho, yeah, like Steve Cutler, sure he's a cool dude, can be someday, but as much as the Formula Sombra had one last chance against Austin Aries, Steve Cutler had no chance in hell. Yeah, because jokes, it's bad. Peter's gonna edit this. Anywho, after the match, Joe just stands up, walks away, doesn't say nothing. What is he now? Like, is he that lost? I'm scared because I don't want. I'm scared because I don't want Samoa Joe, who would destroy everybody, to just disappear. He deserves more than that. I don't know if it's because they're calling him up or whatever, but we'll find out on the next episode of NXT. We will find out. And that, ladies and gentlemen, Marks and Smarks, Shoots and Workers. That is all I have for you today. I'm the man of 1,000 poems, Rick Robinson. Thank you for listening. I don't know why you did, but you did, and I appreciate it. If you could just go down there, if you could just like, comment, share, subscribe even, I would appreciate it. All of us here at the BMB universe would appreciate it. Thank you so much for allowing me to use a part of your day. And right now, I'm just going to hook the inside leg, and I am out in 1, 2. Figures I'm doing this when they're doing lawn work. TM61, aka the little Pokemon thing where they... No, cut that.
Peter's gonna edit this. Peter's gonna edit this. Peter's gonna edit this. Peter's gonna edit this.
Philly, Todd, Tom, Todd, Turnt. They love you and they'll understand it. Pardon me. First of all, that's great. Second of all, cut this. Shut up. Shut up.